Right, so today I'm going to talk about my 8 recent watches I've watched. 8 recent watches I've watched. Yeah, over the last week or so, week and a bit. My last recent watches was a while ago, so it's been about 7 to 8 days. Also, what I'm going to do, I've got 2 digital codes to give away as well, and I'll do that later on in this video. So yeah, let's talk about the films that I've watched recently. So yeah, welcome back to the channel everyone, and if you're new here, I'd like to say a massive thank you and hope you enjoy the content going forward. So let's start off with the first film I watched, and it is from 2003, and it is Tony Jaa's Ong Bak. Now, stars obviously Tony Jaa as Ting. He basically lives in this village where they've got this Buddha statue that protects the village, and it's called Ong Bak. This statue is called Ong Bak. Then we get this gang members that roll into town or roll into this village, and they take the head of this Buddha and steal it, and they take it basically to Bangkok. They take it. That head gets given to this kind of crime lord. It gets given to, and he deals with like artifacts, and he deals with underground fighting. So he's like, yeah, he basically deals with stuff like that. Really, he's a crime lord, so he's into all kinds of dodgy things. So Ting, he gets obviously told that he's got to go and retrieve this head, the Buddha head. So he goes to Bangkok, where he meets up with his cousin, Humlay, I think his cousin's name is, and he's a kind of street hustler. He's a dodgy street hustler. Now, it basically goes from there. So he basically meets up with his cousin, and he kind of finds him in this underground fighting, not a tournament, it's just an underground fighting arena, if you like, and he ends up getting involved. And from there he has to figure out who the crime lord is, who's got the Buddha, and he has to retrieve it. So what a film this is. Great film. It's, I was going to say no flights, no tights, I was going to say, but it's not that at all. As we all know, that's Superman. But he does all his own stunts. He jumps through like the smallest sort of round thing. All the stunts are all done by himself, and it's a great watch. If you love martial arts, this is a definite must watch. You got your flying elbows, your knees onto your shoulders, elbows to the head. There are some great fight scenes in this. So 100%, if you've never seen this one, it's a must watch if you're a martial arts fan. So Ong Bak was my first watch. Great watch. Love this film. But give me your comments. Let me know what you thought of this film. So yeah, that is Ong Bak. So next up, from 2008, it is the sequel, Ong Bak The Beginning, which is a prequel to the original film. So this one here, Ting is a kid in this one. It starts off with him as a kid. And he basically watches his father get murdered, and they take the kid in. They try and kill the kid, but then this gang comes and they take him. They manage to take him in, bring him in as their own, train him, and he grows up with this other gang he grows up with. And from there, it's a revenge film. He has to go and basically get revenge on the guy that killed his father. So yeah, this one was not, I think once you've seen the first one, it holds such a high bar. This one, I'd seen it years ago, but I completely forgot all about it. It's obviously, the fight scenes are always great, but the film itself is, it's not good. It's not a good watch, this one. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there with this one. Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know what you think of this film. But for me personally, I'm not going to watch this again. Will I keep it in the collection? I probably won't get much for it if I pass this on, so I'll keep it as the trilogy. So yeah, Ong Bak, the beginning. Let me know what you thought of this one. So next up, from 2010, we have got the third Ong Bak. So Ong Bak 3, and this is the sequel to the prequel. Yes, the sequel to the prequel. So Ong Bak, the first one, is on its own. Then the beginning is the beginning. And this continues literally straight after the beginning. So I'm not going to ruin it if no one's seen it and wants to watch it. But this continues straight after the beginning. So here it starts off with him getting tortured. And he takes quite a beating. He takes, I will say that. And these villagers pick him up. They get him, bring him in, and they basically try and heal him, try and get his mind right, heal him, and it basically ends up being a big showdown at the end with him and this other Muay Thai fighter. Basically, it is. But to get to that fight, this one is very, very dragged out. It's very dragged out. There's so many boring bits in this one where he's healing. It just takes forever and forever and forever to get to the point of you want to see the fight. You just want to see the end fight. You just want to see. So the start where he gets tortured, I liked all that, where he gets all tortured. Then after that to the end, you could probably fast forward all that just to get to the end. You could. It's all about his mind and healing and getting him in the right space, mind space, to be able to deal with all his injuries that he occurred during that beating he took. So not good either, this one. Not a good one. So if you're going to watch an Ong Bak film, watch the first one. I'd probably skip 2 and 3. I'd probably skip, unless you want to watch the end fight of this one and the start. So yeah, but yeah. Let me know if you've seen this one. Let me know what you think. But that is my thoughts. I know I gave my trilogy away to Marcus. So if you, I'm sure everyone knows Marcus. Everyone knows him out there. So if you've seen them, Marcus, let me know what you thought of the other 2. If you have seen all 3 of them. If you haven't, then I guess let me know when you've seen them down the line. All right. But yeah, give me your thoughts on the third Ong Bak. Alright, so next up, from the year 1999, we have got Arnie's End of Days. So, hadn't seen this in a long time, this film, and this is the 4K version. There you go. So yeah, like I said, stars Arnie, and we've got Robin Tunney as Christine. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And we've got that Gabrielle Byrne, who's quality in this, who's Satan. So here we're in the year, it starts off in the year 1979, and we see this lady giving birth to this girl. This girl is called Christine. They call her Christine. She gets chosen to basically be the one for Satan. And that's how the film starts. Then we fast forward 20 years and we're on the eve of the millennium. So we're on. And we go to basically Arnie's character. He's a sort of private security guy, ex-policeman, and he's not in a good place. He drinks a lot. He wants to kill himself. So yeah, he doesn't have a purpose, basically. He doesn't have. So once we get, so Satan comes down and takes the body of Gabrielle Byrne's character, and then he's after the girl who's now 20 years old, obviously, as we're 20 years later. And basically it's about Arnie's character protecting the girl and keeping Satan away from the girl. So he's now has a purpose to keep her safe, or as safe as possible as you can keep away from, you know, Satan. So great film still. Great film. I remembered it back in the day, loved it back in the day, and it's been years since I'd seen this again. So watching it again, it's a great watch. Great watching this again. Arnie's great. That Gabriel Byrne is great as Satan. And 4K is really good. Really good picture on this 4K. So yeah, very happy with this one. But yeah, give me your thoughts. End of days. Have you seen it? Will you be picking up the 4K? Let me know in the comments. Me, loved it. Looks good in 4K. Not sure what the Blu-ray looks like, but yeah, it was DVD last time I saw this. But yeah, give me your thoughts. End of days. So next up from last year is The Rock in The Smashing Machine, Dwayne Johnson. So he plays a character called Mark Kerr. So this is a true to life adaptation story. And we got Emily Blunt as a character called Dawn, his partner. So here, it's basically the rise and fall of Mark Kerr's character, or in MMA fighting in the 90s. It was all in the 90s. So his fame to when he won in Japan, to taking his first loss, to drug addiction or painkiller addiction that he can't get out of, and his relationship obviously with his partner as well. I mean, I thought it was going to be much better. Not going to lie, I thought it was very, very slow. The fights were okay at best. I admit I was disappointed with this one. I was disappointed. I might have to give it another go. You know, you could say maybe I wasn't in the mood, but I'm always in the mood for fighting films normally. You know, if I'm normally not in the mood for something, it's martial arts. If I stick at martial arts, it'll get me going again. But this one didn't really do it for me, this one. So yeah, disappointed with this one. But if you've seen it, let me know in the comments what you thought of The Smashing Machine. I was expecting a lot more, but there you go. The Rock was great though. Dwayne Johnson playing that character, it was great, you know. But as a film, nah, you know, not for me. I think this one, as I say sometimes, but give me your thoughts. So next up, again from the year 2025, so last year, we have The Housemaid. So here we've got Millie, who is an ex-con looking for work. She needs to find work. She basically comes across this job as a housemaid, and for the Winchesters. So we've got Nina Winchester and Andrew Winchester. We've got, now everything seems great. No spoilers if you haven't seen it. She goes in, she's obviously helping out. And then we start to see Nina is a bit odd. Bit of a nutcase, I would say, how she comes across. Andrew, her partner, he's the chilled, like, you know, I'll sort things out, you know, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. He's the calm partner, like, to calm everyone down, make sure everything's all right. But while she's there, while Millie's there, we start unraveling things. We start unraveling, you know, and what's really going on in the house. So I'm not going to ruin it. I'm going to keep it there as a mini plot. If you have seen it, let me know. For me, I thought it was okay. I didn't know where it was going, to be honest. I did think, yeah, I don't want to say anything because it'll probably ruin it. But yeah, it wasn't where I thought it was going to go. There was a twist which I wouldn't say threw me. I was kind of like, yeah, fair enough, you know, when I saw it. The film's okay. I think it's a one and done, that one there. Glad I watched it, but yeah, I won't be picking it up on any physical media. I won't be picking it up. I think that's, for me, it's a one and done. But give me your thoughts on The Housemaid, if you liked it, and yeah, tell me what you think. All right, so next up, this is the first of the 3 digital codes to give away, and it's from 1997, and it is I Know What You Did Last Summer. So I'll give you the code in a second. Let's just give you a quick plot rundown. I'm sure everyone's seen this film. So we've got Jenny Love Hewitt Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, and oh, what's his name? Ryan Phillippe. Got it. Ryan Phillippe. So basically, they run over this fisherman at the start. They dump the body. They make a pact to not say anything, talk about it again, and that's your start. 1 year later, Julie, Jenny Love Hewitt's character, Julie James, she gets this letter. I know what you did last summer. And it goes from there. And then things start to happen to each of them individually. Things start to happen and they got to figure out who the killer is. Now, and again, not seen this in years, this one, but I loved it back in the day. I used to watch it quite a lot back in the day. And watching it again, still great. It is still great. I still love this film. Glad I've got it. Looks great in 4K. Looks really good in 4K. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, definitely give it a go. Old school slasher stuff. If you have seen it, let me know if you like it. So that's the first of the giveaways. So let me show you the code. Like first come first serve is going to be with this one. Right, so apparently I've got to hide bit of the code because apparently there's bots that can easily snap up these codes. So I don't know, it's the first time I'm doing this, so I don't know. So I'm going to hide the last number and then you've got to guess it. Only joking. It's the first number. Alright, so hopefully that will help you out. But let me know if you managed to get it. Yeah, just throw me a comment, got it, missed out, whatever. Just let me know if you've got it anyways. So that's the first one. So let's go to the second one. Right, so last up is 1997. So it was the year after I Know What You Did Last Summer. And it is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. So here, same, you got Freddie Prinze Jr., Jenny Love Hewitt, and then we've got Brandy as well in this one. So here, I mean, here they basically win a holiday to the Bahamas. They all go out there, apart from Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character. He's got to sort of stay back and work, or he says he's got to stay back and work. So the four of them with a new guy, Will, the four of them go out there, and then once they get there, everyone's leaving because it's storm season. So really you've only got the four of them out there and the staff that work there, and Jack Black, who's hilarious in this one. He's got his dreads, he's smoking the good stuff. So yeah, he's quite funny in this one. So yeah, killings start to happen and then they got to figure out what's going on. So pretty much same for same. I still like this one. I like this one. Not as good as the first one, but I still enjoyed this one. Again, it was years that I'd seen this, but yeah, 4K's okay with this one. First one was much better, in my opinion anyways. So yeah, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is okay. Yeah, it's okay. Right, let's give you the code for this one. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cover up the last bit and then take a guess. I'll tell you. So, right, let me know if it's true about these bots that take. I mean, it's the first time I'm doing this. I mean, I know, Drew, you've given away quite a lot of codes. I mean, did you? I can't remember if you showed a full code or hide a bit of it. And so, yeah, no idea. But that's the code for I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Hopefully you can see all that. And it's the same as the last number on the last one. So again, let me know in the comments if you managed to get the code and it all came through okay. If you did, congratulations, and glad I've managed to pass it on to someone else that would like to watch these films. All right, so that's all of them. That's all 8 watches. Give me your thoughts on these films. Let me know what you think. I had a pretty, I think it was a mixed bag there. Mixed bag of likes and dislikes there. But tell me what were good, what is not good. And throw it all in the comments. I'm always happy to read comments. It's all fun. And I'll always reply to anyone that does. All right. So yeah, let's wrap it up. So thanks as always for watching, like and sub and everything else, and have a good rest of the weekend. And I guess I'll catch you again in the week. I'll think of something else. All right, take care all, and I'll see you soon. See ya.